dressed to impress. One of a kind girl. I was brought into this world wrapped up in pearls. I love to mingle, though my husband reminds me I'm not single. I meet and greet both the famous and the elite. I ride in limousines, drinking the finest champagne, wearing furs, dazzling diamond jewelry. A girl can't complain. I live the upscale life, dining in the finest restaurants, eating the best caviar for free. And no matter how much I enjoy myself, they can't.
Hello, darlings. Welcome back to Cognac's Corner. I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and I'm here with fabulous, fabulous gentlemen sitting next to me, the very sexy cowboy, Mr. Randy Jones from the Village People. But now he's
I thought I might have to give you my card, Cognac.
Oh my goodness! But now you are on your own. You're independent, and you're doing a whole bunch of stuff that I want you to tell my audience all about. You're working on all these wonderful projects, a movie. He was telling me all about this film that you're in. That you rescue him. You rescue this guy and
Absolutely.
The character. Tell my audience about this character.
First of all, can you tell we're in love? The last time I saw Miss Cognac was at the David Barton Gym.
Wasn't that fabulous, that party?
That was a fabulous party, and I thought it was so incredible that St. Jude's threw a party and got 20,000 toys for kids for Christmas time. Now, of course, you remember how packed that place was. That place was packed tighter than a can of sardines. And even Janice Dickinson, remember when Janice came?
I remember, darling.
And we hung out for a few minutes, but Janice even said, at one point she said, wow, wait a minute. I'm going through menopause. It's getting too hot in here and no one's brought me a bottle of champagne. I got to get out of here. And I thought of you because you always have that fabulous champagne, my new CD that I've got for you.
For me?
Yeah, for you. It's called Ticket to the World.
Thank you.
It came out the middle of last year, and I've been on a world tour, which I will be continuing through 2008. Since June of last year, I've done about 106,000 miles. I've been to Australia, Asia, Europe, North and South America. In Australia, they inducted me into the Order of the Southern Cross, which is kind of like being a knight in Australia. I was just out in Louisville, Kentucky 2 weeks ago. They made me a Kentucky colonel. Now the cowboy of all media is the colonel of all media, but he's still finger-licking good. That's what somebody wrote about me.
I love that, finger-licking good. It's fabulous.
And being the original cowboy from Village People has been such a blessing to me to have an audience of people for the past 30, 35 years that when I come into an area, even if I've never met the people before, they immediately have a smile on their face.
They love you guys. They love you guys.
And you know, that is, as you know, it is wonderful when you walk into a room full of strangers and they greet you with a smile. And they already know how to do YMCA, and it's just, it's a blessing. But my new CD has a lot of songs on it like Your Disco Needs You, If I Can't Have You, I'm a Believer, New York City Boy. I even do Rhinestone Cowboy. But we've got a new film called The Gentleman, which airs at this film festival, I think on the 16th. Peter actually...
I'd love to come to that. I'd love to come to the premiere for that.
Well, you know what? It's the 16th. They air it. It's at Tribeca Cinemas. I will make sure that Peter sends you that information.
Now, you live here in New York. Don't you live here? This is your town.
I have had an apartment in New York City, in the Village. I've never lived above 14th Street. I've never lived south of Houston Street. I know. I have lived in New York City's Village since 1975. Isn't that something?
You really are a Village person.
I am the only Village person to ever live in the Village.
Now, how did you guys come up with that name, the Village People?
Well,
I always often wondered how did you get this name?
I know you're not old enough to remember the 70s, but
I'm old enough, darling. I'm old enough.
If you were in the Greenwich, first of all, it was 6 very different people So we brought that aspect of a village together. And then we brought that aspect of those 6 characters, cowboy and an Indian, a construction worker, a cop, a sailor, a leather guy. And at that time in New York City, as I just told the History Channel, I just did a documentary with them, but at that time in New York, it was in the middle 70s, and Stonewall had happened in '69, and that had shown everybody that drag queens weren't going to take it anymore, that they were prepared to rip a parking meter out of the ground and bash in a police car if they didn't let them have a drink and dance at Stonewall Inn. But having said that, by the time the middle 70s came around, gay men were prepared to take back those hyper-masculine images. Now that's one aspect of it. What we also took, took these images from Hollywood, the American cinema, which had already around the world since 1900 had Tom Mix and the Cisco Kid and Audie Murphy as soldiers, and Marlon Brando as the leather guy, and everybody had a brother who worked construction or a father. So we had these images already deeply embedded not only in the minds of the American public, but in the public mind of anybody around the world, an audience who had seen American movies. So we took all of that, and then we mixed those images up with the singers and the soul singers like the Temptations and the Four Tops and the Spinners and other groups from the 60s. We took the choreography, we took the performance, and we also played along with the vaudeville aspect of it, which we were really like the Ritz Brothers or the Marx Brothers or the Three Stooges, because we were really a comedy act that had some really good pop songs. And we stirred all that up and threw in a liberal dose of county fair strippers, because we'd usually rip our shirts open and go down to the edge of the stage and tease the audience. And we'd always laugh at ourselves first, so that the audience felt prepared to laugh with us. So we gave it a wink, a wiggle, and a wave, and we did something that, with all this chemistry of all these different things mixed together, we did something in 1977 and 78 and 79 that had never been done before. And if the truth be told, there's never been anything quite like it since.
You're right, there has never been anything like it.
Why did I talk to you tonight? You were in the bubble bath. I actually was.
He's right. That's exactly where I was.
Trust me, I called this dame up. I said, "Hello, Cognac. This is Randy Jones. Remember me? I'm the cowboy for Village People." She says, "Oh, I know who you are. Wait just a minute." And I heard her twist a couple knobs, and the water stopped running. And I said, "Oh my God, here she is." I imagined her here. Right, sit back there. I imagined her here with the fabulous hair and the bow, leaning back with a little cloth behind her head on the back of the tub with bubbles all around her and a glass of champagne. I imagined her sitting in this bubble.
Audience, the website again.
My website is www.randyjonesworld, that's RANDYJONES World, and you can go join and become my friend at myspace.com/Randy Jones World. There's over 450 photographs there. You can actually see a photograph with Cognac and I on my MySpace page.
And where can they get
the CD? You can get it at every retail outlet. You can get it at CD Baby. You can download it at all of the major download sites like Amazon.com or iTunes or Music Match or any of those worldwide. Yeah.
This is my gift.
This is yours.
Mwah.
I love you, honey. Support this lady. She's the best.
Let's have a glass of champagne.
Honey, I want to be at every party this dame is at for the rest of my life.
Keep watching, darlings. More celebrity interviews coming up.